Hello, Brad Davidson. My name is Dave Lindeman. I'm the fellow that wrote you about the mobile hive theory. The mobile hive theory, the best way I can sort of give you an idea of what I'm driving at with that is looking at a termite mound. Now, most of the termite mound is created from inorganics that termites have digested and then put down in a matrix that forms to certain stress parameters, sort of like bone. Now, so like if we look at that as sort of a model. Now, if the termites wanted to get their termite mound moving, what would their approach be to encapsulating the mound and somehow having a biological covering around it to move it around while they were still living in the inorganic material? So that looks at the human body, or that most creatures that are on the planet, as having like an autonomous part to them. And in your video, it demonstrates that the little amoeboid that comes out of it, and as you say, searches for bacteria or things that might be around it, it's actually an autonomous animal. And why I'm interested, if they were to return, then that would sort of demonstrate that it'd be like a bee returning to a hive with either information about the outside world. If it's one way, it still demonstrates it, because the amoeboid becomes autonomous, loses its life for the benefit of the rest of the hive, sort of like a soldier. So the notion that inside of us is all of these amoeboids that work autonomously, most people aren't trying to look at the autonomy as we want to consolidate and look at ourselves as individuals, but in fact that once the cell splits off, it's its own creature. Now, like the dictyostelium, if I'm pronouncing it correctly, the ones that they're a slime mold, they aggregate whenever they have a amoeboid stage, then they come together and they form a grex. The grex is like a mobile slug. Now imagine if those particular amoeboids were mineral, they had not chemo, they were anti-mineral. So in other words, wherever they had a mineral, they had to secrete it as a waste product. So now here you'd have these amoeboids that would have mineral, they would be wanting to secrete them, and if they would put them into some kind of matrix, well, while they're doing their little slug thing, they would be forming a skeleton inside, just as a byproduct of their waste. So we sort of see that in animals with endoskeletons. So it just strikes me then that if we have all of these independents working, then it's really sort of like a mobile hive, and there are a lot of animals that do that. The full theory that I'm working on is called paracatafungogenesis. That's just one. The mobile hive is just one aspect of it. I thought I'd do this as a video just to play with the technology that we have available. I'm not a professional at this. I'm just tooling around with these ideas. There's a whole lot more ideas that go with the mobile hive that have to do with size and lichenizing and things of that nature. But, well, if this is at all, if I didn't explain it fully, let me know. I'm just trying this out. Okay. Enjoy. Bye.